The one in the middle, online, is the one that I typically go to first because it's the least expensive way to go all in. Because it typically costs money to buy cards, handwritten, or to do postcards, definitely to do Client Giant or other things along that way. Online, this becomes a lot easier. Like you don't have to spend any money online. And I would start with O, but here's realistically, I couldn't figure out an acronym that started with O that sounded good. I had OP and I had OPA, and I was like, then none of those work. So I have HOP. So it really should be start with O, online. And when you're looking at online, I would say, why not look at the easiest things to do? And that's email. I mean, email is not dead. Our open ratio for the majority of our newsletters is over 60%. And here's where we overthink it. And this is where these are real stats. Here's where we overthink it. The number one email that's opened every day with those people that are engaged in our 100,000 plus database are property alerts. I'm like, property alerts? This is not, yeah, property alerts. So every single person we get, we put on a property alert. But besides that, we're also sending value. They get an email weekly. And if you've got a small database, go to MailChimp. MailChimp's free, I think up to 2,000 people. Don't quote me on that, but you can look it up. I'd start with MailChimp. Make a really nice newsletter. And you're like, Tristan, where do I go to get a newsletter? I'm like, let's go free. I love free. Why don't you go to Breakthrough Broker? It's free. They have 2, 3, 4, 5 different templates. If you've got Canva, Canva has a template for newsletters. You're already paying for Canva. And at the very top, put national news or local news. Like when Chris was looking to buy a home in Montana, and if he was getting a newsletter from a local real estate agent that would send him a newsletter weekly that say, hey, here's the local news for, Chris, did you go to Whitefish? You said Whitefish? All right. So if you were getting a newsletter that would say, here's the local news for real estate for Whitefish, national, and then here's a video of the community or what's happening over here. And it's me talking about the market, or it's me talking about the community and things to do. That all of a sudden becomes valuable. The reason nobody opens your emails is because they're terrible. You're telling me to move the time up or to bring the time down, right? I need valuable information. And now we shift over to social. Like social is the most powerful. Look up most visited websites in the world, according to Wikipedia. And here are the top 5. Surprise, Google's number 1. And if Google's number 1, who's number 2? It's YouTube, because they own it. That's who number 2 is. Number 3, though, and if you look at first quarter of this year, they're still growing, and it's a surprise for some of you. It's Facebook. Facebook is actually still growing nuts. I don't care how you feel about it politically. I want you to look at this as a business. Number 4 is Twitter, and number 5 is Instagram. That's according to Wiki. They change a little bit, but they're still in the top 10, depending on who you're looking at. Now you think, let's think about this. If 4 out of the top 5 are social media websites, where the hell is the consumer? And why aren't you there? Stop arguing with people about how social media sucks and it eats you up. It's the intent you have behind it that matters. I wake up every morning and I treat this like a business. I don't go in there to argue with somebody or look at somebody's opinions and not agree with them. I look at it as a tool to help me grow my business. Social media has now become an arm to prospecting, just like open houses, just like cold calling, just like everything else. I spend the time to get to know it, just like I did when I had to learn how to do an open house. But I took the time to learn social because I don't see Zillow in the top 5. Do you? I don't know. So stop sending reviews to Zillow. Send them to Google, please. That's number 1. You can still send them to Google. Just don't make it number 1. Google, here are the top 5 here. I know. And then we'll go over the hop one again. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you're thinking where's TikTok, I think it's 16, around there, 15 or 16. LinkedIn's, I think, was around the top 20 or 21. And then OpenAI, which is ChatGPT, broke into the top 20 in the last 3 months, which is crazy. So look at that. Now, if I'm going that way, I'm going to give you a simple, I love acronyms. So I'm going to give you another acronym to do on social media. In the O section, okay, this is for the people that you're following. I'm going to take you through this because I want you to see the power of this. I'm going to open up my Facebook. We're going to do this together, right? And there we go. Where's my Facebook? You can do this on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can kind of do this to an extent on TikTok and a little bit on YouTube, but I call this LCM, right? So like, comment, message, like, comment, message. I created that acronym for Facebook and Instagram when I was teaching this to the companies outside of real estate, right? Retail companies that we were teaching to. This is how it works. And we do this 20 minutes a day you can do this on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whichever one you prefer. I do it Facebook. I love Facebook. So I'm scrolling through. This is my main feed. You're looking to do this with your past clients, your sphere, those friends that are close to you. Shaniqua says, thank you for celebrating and acknowledging my new big age, red heart. I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. Okay, so I like that. That's actually cool. It's kind of funny too. So I'll say happy birthday. Liked it, right? I put a little heart. Happy B-Day. And then I'm going to hover over her name and I'm going to message her. And better yet, if I have her cell phone number, which I do, I'm going to text her, like, comment, message. Or better yet, I'm going to take a second, maybe not a second, it's going to be 10 seconds. And I'm going to do a quick video and message that video to her. And be like, Shaniqua, happy birthday. I saw your post. Hope you have an awesome day. What are you doing? That's it. No real estate, nothing along those lines. I'm going to stop sharing and then I'll share with you something else really quick there. This piece right here, psychologically, think, why are you posting to social? Why are you posting to social? Why do you post to social? I've never heard anybody say, I post to social so nobody likes my stuff. You post to social so people like your stuff, so people can see what you're doing. Psychologically, here's what we taught those companies. Psychologically, think about how you're making them feel. You fell right into it. This is exactly what they want. Like, comment, and somebody took the time to message me and didn't bring up real estate, didn't bring up business. The next thing that's going to happen, this is the best part. This is the part that Facebook and Instagram loved. The next part that's going to happen is they're going to check. Shanique was now, after I message her, she's going to check, well, what's Tristan up to? The moment she checks my profile, we hacked the algorithm for the next 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. I'm going to be the one that shows up on her feed if I've posted. And that's how you treat Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn like a business. Because what happens is these people, guess what? They're already on social. Why? You just commented on their post. Over 98% of these will get back to you. There is nothing better to communicate with than through Messenger on that specific app. Not email, not text, nothing. This is how you connect with people and create relationships. This is what social media was created for. Sheila, I sing the happy birthday to all mine in a video. Sheila, if I did that, I would lose all my clients. But you probably have an amazing voice. Like, comment, message. Yeah, we do that. We do that daily. And the surprising thing is that not only do they get back to you, but they bring up real estate. It's crazy. It's nuts to me. Like, I can't believe people just bring up real estate all the time. The conversation always steers to real estate in some way or another. because they know you're in real estate. I don't even have to bring it up. And so let's go back to Hop really quick. So we've got remarketing as well. Remarketing is amazing. The cost for remarketing is so inexpensive at this point. I would say if you want to start with this, just use your past clients, look up your database, look who your past clients are, look who your core sphere is. And if you look at me and say, Tristan, I don't have a database, I'm going to say, no, you haven't checked your phone lately. This is your database. You just haven't taken the time to take it out. And I'm like, but Tristan, I'm not going to go through all. I'm like, no, yes, you are. You're going to use an app called MC Backup Pro, MC Backup Pro, and you're going to export your whole phone onto an Excel sheet. And then you're going to go through the Excel sheet. Yes, you are. You're going to go through the Excel sheet. And you're going to be like, let's categorize. Why? Because a categorized database is extremely powerful. An uncategorized database creates zero business for you. So now you've got MC Backup Pro extracted to an Excel sheet. Now you can go through and you can be like, oh, Jeremiah Taylor, yeah, he'll send me a referral. In fact, he has in the past. Boom, done. Chris Heller, oh, I know he will because he has too, right? And I start categorizing them, A's, B's, C's, D's. A, they've sent us referrals. B, I've talked to them and they said they would, right? They said they would. C, let's go with Jenna, who's on my screen here. And I'd be like, Jenna, I've never asked her, but I'm pretty sure she'd refer somebody to me. I'm just going to go with yes. And then D, it'd be like, yeah, they hate me and they're never going to refer anybody to me. And I think if you've been in real estate long enough, you have people that just don't like you, and that's okay. So then you categorize them. Now you can put them into your database, right? Whatever CRM that is. The key is, though, you're going to actually pick this up. And now part of the O, this is why I love O on Hop. You can text them. You can call them, right? And at the bottom of that sheet here, there's only 2 pages. I try to simplify it for you. Right here. Here are the reasons that we reach out to our past clients. My favorite and easiest one are events. I've got an event. So guess what? I'm inviting you. Jeremiah, I've got this cool Easter thing happening. I'm inviting you. I've got a cool summer thing that's, especially if you're in my neighborhood, we've got an ice cream truck coming right before school starts. So it's going to come on your street. Pay attention to that one. Or Halloween, whatever it is. At that point, it becomes so much easier to reach out to people, right? Now, this right here, this number 2, social media, easiest reason. If I want to reach out to Chris Heller and I have nothing to talk about, first I'd go to Chris on social and I'd look, what was the last thing he posted? Or maybe a week ago. And then I'd be like, hey man, what's up? I saw that you were, boom, done. How's your book doing? Boom, done. It's easy. You just have to use all the tools around you. It makes these conversations so much easier. And then phone calls aren't dead, everyone. Even though I hate phone calls, I love texting. Phone calls, a lot of people love just jumping on the phone and talking to people. I know one of our friends, Chris, one of our friends, Howard Tager, loves FaceTime. And I can't stand FaceTime. I'm like, can you just please text me? Like, can you just please text me? And some people love it, but look, whatever's working for your clients, know how they like to communicate. In fact, we have that on our notes in our CRM. Loves to FaceTime, loves calls. Texting is preferred. Emails are great. And for a lot of our higher level clientele, our executives, all they do is email. So think about that, right? Now you go in deeper and I'm like, okay, oh, what else can we do on the O? And I think when it comes to the O, there isn't really anything that you can't do that's really very inexpensive. Online, I mean, at this point, any ads that you're running on Google PPC, any Facebook lead ads, I would put as part of my database, my past clients in my core sphere, because then they get to see those as well, not just by being retargeted, but just ads that they run into. This is what online looks like. And this is why I love online. It's the least expensive one.